Hey guys, Boom here, back with another video. And today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a password encryptor and login. Basically what you would use on like a website to make your passwords for logging in to a website or like application much more secure and easier. Plus the login part. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to be going to the using system.collections, using system.collections, collections.generic. I recorded this before and it did not work because I forgot to record my voice, and now I'm very sad. Using system dot not data text. Make sure you put your semicolons. Using system.security.cryptography, which we're going to be using to encrypt our password. And go to your solution, right click on manage nugget packages, or if you're using a web browser like .NET Fiddle, you would go find on the side nugget packages. Go to browse, or just search up newtonsoft.json. You would click on this and you would click install, which would be like right here or here. I already installed it, so I don't want to uninstall it because it's going to take too long. Or it doesn't take long to load it, but I don't want to, for the sake of speed and efficiency. So just have it installed, boom, and then do using newtonsoft.json. There we go. First thing we're going to do this class, we're going to make another class. We're going to do, no, not account. Wait, no. We're going to make it a public class person info. And we're going to do this. Alright. So now what we got to do is we're going to make all of our data. So we're going to do, so everything that we want to include in our parameters. So public string. So I want a string. So I want a username. So I'm going to make a string, which is going to be our username, which is equal to, no, not equal to, get, and then set. Exactly like this. Oh wait, no, put a string, user name. So put it like this, public string, username, get, set. And then we're going to do this again, public string, and then I'm going to want a password, and then get, set. And now you could do anything else, like if you're making a pretend bank account, or making something with cryptocurrency, you can add like how much cryptocurrency you have. Like you can add anything else, like we want how much money we have. Well, boom, easy. Just do like public int, and then blah, and then we're just going to get and set. But you can also do this with like literally anything else, like probably a list if you want. But here we go. We got our two factors that I want right now, username and password, and that's going to be it. And now we're going to go to class program. We're going to make another function. Static public, and then we're going to name this hash, and then we're going to public static void hash, and then we're gonna have to put string. Why can I not spell string? So we're gonna put input because we're gonna be requesting string from whenever we call this function. So then we're gonna add a body to this. So we're gonna, don't tell your parents, but we're gonna hippity hoppity, this code is now my property. Not link, but like code and description. I'm just doing it because it's much easier to just paste it, because I don't want to be like var new system security.cryptography Sha256. I'm just going to paste it. I don't really care right now. So class program, make sure you do public string output is equal to null. So we're going to reference our output right here. Output, and that should reference our not static public static string. There we go. So now we have our hashing done. Now what we want to do is we want to be able to get our accounts, and we want to check if we have our password and everything correct. So now what we're going to do is, so if we look down here, person info, so we're going to make a new thing. We're going to name this account BBM as my channel name is equal to new person info, and then this, and we're going to have brackets like this, and then we're just going to input everything. So we're going to do username, it's going to be equal to, alright, so we're going to have a username. We're mostly going to want to hash this, and then we're also have a password. Oh, make sure when you have multiple lines, so like if you're going to have a username, password, money, social security number, don't actually do that right now. But like, I mean you could if you want, just keep it secure, very secure. Then like, you would want to put a comma for every line, except for the last line. You don't need a comma for the last line. Oh, make sure at the end of this curly bracket for the person info new, you put a semicolon, so you end it off like how you would normally do with like print lines and all that. So I'm gonna link this in the description. N5D decrypt.net ENSAT. Basically, we're gonna encrypt and decrypt like strings. So our username is gonna be BBM. So we're gonna encrypt that. Hippity hoppity, encryption is now my property. So that's going to be our username. We're going to make it encrypted, so it's very hard to undo. And password, it's a very bad password, but it will do and very easily for remembering and for our test. Please, am I recording? Yes. Please don't actually put this as your actual password. I mean, most websites be like, it's too weak! Yeah, please.
Don't you say that's your actual password?
Sorry, phone users. So right here, we hash this. So if we unhash it, this, decrypt, we have BBM. Easy as that. So there we go. And we can also have multiple, as you probably would want multiple. So BBM, we're gonna have person. We're also gonna have Carl. So all of our passwords are gonna be the same for purpose of simplification. So I'm just gonna copy this person, we're going to paste in that username, and then Carl with a capital K, because I don't want to do that. And then we're going to put this 6, because I didn't copy the first letter. And now we have all of our things done. So now right now what we could do is a list. So we're going to make a new type of list. So usually you put like string or int or float to store a list of that type. But here we have a new type called person info. So we're going to type person info as we created on here in our class. So there we go. So a new list of person info. We're going to call this accounts. It's equal to new list person info, and then we're gonna have brackets like this, and then we're gonna do this. So we're gonna put all of our accounts right now into there. So BBM, we're gonna have that in there. We're gonna have person in there, and we're gonna have Carl in there. So all of my accounts in there. We're gonna have to also put a thingy at the end of that to stop that, and there we go. So now if we do like console.write line, so we have 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. So console.write line, accounts, and then 1, and then I will also do second line 2, and then 3. So as you can see, if we run this, so the first one should be BBM, second one person, and third one Carl. Or we can just do simpler, I mean not simpler, but like dot count. So this will count, this will stop. This will count how many things are in there, so it should say 3. 3 it is right there. And how many things do we have in our list? We have 3. So what we're gonna do is so right now we're just gonna do the basic structure of getting our information. What I do is what is your username? And then we're gonna do. Alright, so now we're gonna put what is it? Oh, so now we're gonna hash. So we're gonna hash console dot readline and that. And then we're gonna we're gonna need to make some public variables. Like right here, we're gonna do string username input is equal to null, and same thing with our password input equal null. So now we're gonna have to put this as username input is equal to what is it right here, output. And as we see, output is going to be equal to the hash, and we have our output up there. And then now we just have to copy this, paste this in here, and I spelled is wrong because I'm an idiot. What is your password? Why is my cursor stuck with this? This is making me very bad. I mean, uncomfortable. There we go. So there we go, and now we have all of the necessary information we need. We have our username, we have our password, we have all of our account data. And you could even put, like, over here in accounts, where I just made this when I tried to do the tutorial the first time, is we can literally just be like, here we go. And then we can also add, like, a new text document, and then we can name this, like, bbm.json. And then if we just open back up File Explorer, we can really just open with Sublime Text and be like, there we go. Close. And then we can be like, what is it right here? Username VM, and then password is equal to E. We could do that, but I'm not going to be doing that now. With that. So right now we're going to have to cycle through a list. So I turn on. Oh yeah, if you ever get this like thing right here, just hit INS on your keyboard, and that should go away. So int I is equal to 0. 0. I, and then less than, and then accounts dot count, and then I plus plus, and then we're gonna. This is gonna be a for loop, so we loop through it every time until it breaks, or until accounts. And so as long as I is less than, so as soon as I gets bigger than the amount of accounts that we have, it's going to stop. So now we're going to do, what is it? So if accounts I, so our integer dot, so if our username of our current account is equal to, wait, no, put parentheses, thing. If it's equal to, oh wait, no. We're gonna remove this. So if our username input is equal to our current account I, so our current account dot username, and which is also, we're gonna also get it. So password input equal to accounts I dot, oh no, password. So if both of these are true, where the username is the same and the password is the same, we're going to do console dot write line. We're going to do access granted. There we go. And now do else if. So if we're going to do if I is equal to accounts dot count, then now we're going to print our error message, console dot write line. I'm just going to say error because I don't feel like writing out an error message. Error. And then else, anything else besides that, we can just mark as just continue the road. I mean, not continue the road, but like, continue the loop, because eventually it will error out right here when it gets too big. There we go. And then we're going to do continue. And make sure, oh yeah, right after the break, put a break there. Same thing with the access granted. So there we go. Now if we run through this, right here we'll put our username BBM. We're going to test run this. BBM, our password is password. Access granted is the exact same thing as this. Same thing with person. We're going to test this out. Person, password. Access granted. Congratulations me. And it was the second one, so it looped through BBM. It wasn't that, so it went through person. Now let's do Carl, so it has to loop through BBM. If it's not BBM, then it's going to loop through person. If not BBM, then it's going to loop through Carl. And if it's not Carl, it's going to error out. So let's do Carl. I need to put a capital, okay. Carl, and then password. And it did not exit with anything. I think it's because we aired out. Carl, password. Aha, we need to troubleshoot a little bit. So, is Carl a working member society? Oh, here, hold on a second here. Let's do, if it's bigger than, if I is bigger than accounts, then we're gonna, then if accounts.count is bigger, oh wait, no, not bigger. If I is bigger than account.count, then we're gonna do that. Carl, password. It's not printing. Something may be wrong here. So also we're going to we'll just put that equal again. But and now if we just put some random gibberish, that is definitely not any of our usernames or passwords. And password is not going to put anything because it aired out right here. So as you can see, there we go. So that is how you make a password area thing. So if we just want to put person again, and password, access granted. And we could definitely add a secondary one. A fallback right here, but just call this fallback. Fallback. And then we're just going to put this as what? Alright, we'll just put this as values that, oh wait, no, yeah, we'll just put this as null. So you would have to literally null these out to get in, which we're not going to allow. And we're just going to null this. There we go. So now if we run this, we should be able to sign in the Carl. Oh wait, or we put in the wrong username or password. That is because I'm pretty sure we just put in, oh wait, I know what we did. Yeah, alright, here's what we did. So, what is your username? Yes, I put BBM, and then we put Carl as the password on accident. But there we go, access granted, so you don't need a fallback. It's just, I was stupid, and I put in something dumb. So, apparently Carl is now BBM again. I accidentally didn't do that. But, obviously, there we go. Carl, wait, no, So we can do BBM. There we go. this is why you need a super secure password, people, because all it takes is one data breach. If we just store these passwords in like text, like our password is password, then if someone data breached our program and they found, oh, hold on a second, BBM, this is the username, let's just pretend this is the string BBM, the name, like the extra string, and then the password, it actually types it out, so like, oh, we know exactly what it is, and boom, they can hack into your account. But with this super big string, all they have to do is try and decrypt it, which since we don't have a very good password, it kind of just tells you right there. But if we put in something like this, if we just go inside of here, we're gonna add some numbers in here, and we're gonna decrypt that. Wait, no, not decrypt that. We're just gonna boop, encrypt that, and that is our hash. And then if we decrypt that, hash is not in the database, and it's gonna take forever to unhash that. Which you can also make a database with this. Oh, sorry, my recording said it cut off. As I was saying, you can also turn this into a database where you can just be like, here, this is the hash that we have, and then this is the text for the hash. And bada bing, bada boom, you have everything. So the text for the hash and the actual hash. So that's what you can do. You can make a database, and instead of actually just storing it all in the code, you could also just be like, boop, here, and then you could just have that, and then it would loop through a list, opening files, and if the hash is not it, then it will close the file and open another one, which seems pretty nice. So there you go, guys. That is how you make a sign-in password encryptor plus signing in. So right here, you can like just connect it to a function like load web page, a secret web page or something, and there you go. You could do anything. You can also make password encrypted like special text files, or like a game, like, ooh, you click special button in a game, you have to put in a password to get access to thing. But there you go. This can be used for a lot of different purposes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on later. Bye.